Welcome friends in the today's session of building a dynamic HTML page using JavaScript. In today's session we will learn how to create a multiple choice quiz question followed by some options and a button. On clicking of that particular button you can show your answer to the viewers. So let us start coding. Firstly, what I do is I take a HTML file. In this case, I've taken up this HTML file quiz question.html. Now I will be producing my code in this HTML file. So you know how to create a new HTML file. Now let us create the code. So first thing I do is I enter some text which will be showing me that yes, I'm on the page of quiz. So I have a paragraph stating that welcome to the multiple choice quiz. And next what I do is I create a break, and then I'll be making use of a span. Now in this span I will provide some style to the font and text we'll be using in this particular span. And let us have the color of the font. Then font family will be taking up that font family as Georgia, and let us take it's as a Times New Roman serif font. So this will be the font of this particular text followed by this span tag. And let us write down the question now. So I type my question. Let us have the question about a recent current event named the Indian Army's Southern Command Chief, who was recently elevated to the post of Chief of Army Staff. Fine, a break is there. I put a break and then I close the span. So the question will appear in this particular color, whatever the color is represented by this particular font family. And then let us add now some breaks. And now I give a different color to my answer. So in order to give a different color to the answer, I just only change the font color. Rest all is same for the span. And I now provide options. So I write options are, let us have options, suppose A, B, C, D. I'll put a break between these options. Yeah, so I make one last one is there in none of these options. So again I put an end to this particular span. Now after putting some break, now what I do is I provide a division in my HTML page, and then let the ID be my div. So this division has been named as my div. And this division will be used to show the answer later on. Then we'll click the show answer button. So I use this division. So let us add now the button whose ID can be, in this case I've taken it as my button, short form BTN. And on click event I have called my function. So I'll be calling the my function on the click of this button. And on that particular button we'll have the text as show answer. So this is the button. On the click of this button I will be calling this my function. Fine. So let us have now further. Now we add the script. We add the script for my function. So let us define the function, my function, and starting brace. Now I take the variables as first one I take is more text, because I will be showing more text than what it is available in the division. So I take this variable as more text, and I initialize it to document.getElementOfID, and what I do is I take the ID of my division. So that means now more text variable will contain the text which is being contained in my element. So I have actually acquired the value in more text, the value which is in the division. In the same manner, what I do is I again acquire the button text and the document.getElementById, and the name of the button ID is mybtn. So I type this mybtn double quotes, so close and followed by semicolon, because I'm writing the script code, Java code. Now I take up a condition that if my button, we can apply the condition on the button, and we can also apply the condition on the division. So in this case, I apply the condition of the division. So if the more text is dot inner HTML in this element, if you have this element, acquire this element now in the more text, and that inner HTML is equal to nothing. So if it is null, if it is nothing, then what I need to do is, I'm sure that now this nothing, that means the answer is not being shown. So I want to show the answer, and then button txt dot inner HTML, if it is equal to, now I assign the text on the button as, now it should be hide answer. So I hide the answer. You'll have the button to show hide answer. Then once you have clicked that particular button, I have changed the text of the button to hide answer, and the division, that is more text dot inner HTML, I'll provide the inner HTML as the answer itself. So let us write down the answer to the question. Anyone who remembers what is the correct answer? Yes, it is Lieutenant General S.K. Saini. So let us have the answer as Lieutenant General S.K. Saini in the quotes and followed by semicolon. So this is there. Now if the division is not null, that means the answer is already there. So we should also type what if the answer is there. So it is the toggling of that text which will be available in the division. So else part, we have that, then we have to set the button text as show answer again, and more text dot inner HTML as null. So I'll provide double quotes without any character in it. Now this closes the if, and it also brings us to the close of this function. So function is over. Now moreover, the script is also over, so we'll end up this script. Fine. So this is the code of the quiz question. I have added only a single question. Let us try to run this particular page. So if I execute or run this page by right clicking and choosing the run file option, so this opens the page. Here you see the welcome to the multiple choice quiz, and then this the question, and yes, the right answer was C. So we should have an event when you put a mouse over this particular button and click show answer. Yes, we get the answer. And again, if you hide the answer, if you click again this button, then the answer should be hidden, because you have changed the text of the division to double quotes followed by no character. So that means it is null or it is answer. So that is how, my friends, we can generate more number of questions with the multiple choice answers, and the answers can be shown on the occurrence of an event by the user. So I believe that now you have been able to understand how to develop dynamic codes, dynamic HTML pages by using this script. Thank you very much, friends. Keep learning, keep subscribing, share and like the videos, please. Thank you very much.